as trying to get into the only good school in their neighborhood all over the country. I think Davis and I both thought it would be hard to find these families, and it wasn't, because they're in every major city, they're in rural areas. We did have a lot of help. Most of the great schools that you see in the film have these amazing parent info nights, and some of them have them every Tuesday for 4 months. So we attended all of these and looked for parents, and it might have been kind of creepy. We're like, hey, come on, can we have a camera? Can we talk to you? But eventually we found some brave people that said yes, and these families were so brave to let us follow them around. I mean, we were at Francisco's house, Maria's house, at 5:30 in the morning, waiting outside the bedroom as each kid woke up at a different time, and following these little kids into the bathroom as they brush their teeth with the camera, and doing all of those things. So we looked all over the country, and we were able to find some really great families, but it's a really sad state that there's so many people that don't have a great place to go to school.
Geoffrey, in the press conference that we did earlier today, we were talking about the role of unions in this, and how that is such a difficult knot to untie, as this film expresses so well. What's it going to take to untie that knot?
Well, I think the first thing is that we've got to get America to understand that we're not asking anything from teachers' unions that we don't ask from all the other professionals in every other profession. People get mad at me, the unions sometimes get mad at me because I say, if you really can't teach, and we can prove that, then you probably should be doing something else. And people say, about people, and it is laughable in every other profession. But here we have been so intimidated, and there's no other way I can say it. We've been so intimidated that you can't say something like, shouldn't we figure out whether or not that teacher can actually teach? Well, you want to measure teaching? Yes. Well, I would be. That people, then it's like it's blasphemy that you would say we should figure out which people can actually teach and which people can't, right? It's like you're playing basketball, but no one puts up the score. And you just say, I think everybody's doing good, but we actually don't see who shoots and who... I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But and you know what, this was a tiny industry, but this is a $1 trillion industry. And it has zero accountability in some places, and we've got to get Americans to not be afraid to talk about that. I understand that it's unsettling for people to hear it, but we've got to talk about it. There is not another solution. If there was, I swear I would not touch this issue. There is no way you can solve this problem if you don't begin to look at the work rules that govern how schools work. And so that's what I think the film is